Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for this Friday, June 28th. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Joey Rehl reporting. On Wednesday evening, June 26th, Indiana State Trooper Noah Ewing was working on State Road 145 near French Lick. Trooper Ewing observed a vehicle speeding above the posted speed limit, and he also observed the vehicle cross the center line multiple times. Trooper Ewing stopped the vehicle and spoke to the driver, 19-year-old Richard Dickerson. Dickerson showed visible signs of impairment. Dickerson was transported to the IU Health Hospital in Paoli for a chemical test. He was then arrested and transported to the Orange County Jail, where he is being held on bond. 19-year-old Richard Dickerson of Fishers is charged with OVWI with a prior conviction, a level 6 felony, and minor consumption of alcohol, a Class C misdemeanor. On June 26 at approximately 8:26 p.m., the Gibson County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from a witness of an impaired driver that was entering Gibson County from Vanderburgh County. The witness gave a vehicle description and plate number of the suspect vehicle. Numerous deputies located the vehicle on State Road 68 near the Posey County line. Sergeant John Fisher identified the driver as 47-year-old Timothy Greenfield of Evansville. Fisher conducted a roadside investigation and found probable cause that Mr. Greenfield had operated a vehicle while intoxicated. John Fisher and Deputy Sean Holmes transported Greenfield to Deaconess Gibson Hospital, where he failed a chemical test by registering .358, just under 5 times the legal limit of .08. Mr. Greenfield was transported to the Gibson County Jail and charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated with endangerment, operating a vehicle while intoxicated with a BAC over 0.15%, and operating a vehicle while intoxicated with a prior conviction. State Senator Mark Messmer was at the legislative luncheon hosted by the Jasper Chamber at the Jasper Train Depot last week and spoke on some of the biggest challenges Hoosiers are currently facing and what legislators are doing to help.
Accessibility and affordability of housing is a challenge across the state and in our community. Starter homes are just hard to come by, hard to get developers to build, and we keep looking at ways to incentivize that through our state tax policy and regulatory policy. Access and affordability of child care. We addressed a good chunk of that from the regulatory side this session, and we'll continue to look for, and what I really am proud of Indiana's General Assembly, we look at the challenges ahead, we look at what's the next biggest hurdle that we need to knock down to help, try to make life better for Hoosiers. And so I'm sure we'll continue to look at, take what we did this year and what's working, what didn't, and make changes to help make those things work better for Hoosiers.
Roads were another topic of conversation, and Messmer tells us how legislators are trying to make sure that electric or hybrid vehicle owners are also paying their fair share to help fund Indiana roadway projects.
Well, the biggest thing we've got to continue to look at, as in 2017, we put a $150 per electric vehicle fee on your registration, and that's probably not enough, for those folks to carry an equal share of what somebody that had a vehicle that got 25 miles a gallon. It's not really collecting enough, and as that percentage of hybrid and electric cars grows, we're going to have to make sure we have them pick up enough of the cost share for them to help keep our roads maintained. For the short term, probably the plate fee, registration fee for electric hybrids is the most common sense way to do it, but we do need to calculate what their percentage of cost sharing is and adjust those rates if we need to.
State Senator Mark Messmer will look to make a difference on a national stage as he runs for the U.S. House of Representatives in the 8th Congressional District against Democrat Eric Hertz and Libertarian Richard Fitzlaff this November in the general election. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch and the Board of Directors for the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority, or the IHCDA, announced 8 projects have received over $11 million in home awards from the Home Investment Partnership Program. This funding is used for the construction and/or rehabilitation of affordable rental housing for low and moderate income residents. Locally, the following projects will receive home funding. Oakland Gardens 2, developed by New Hope Development Services, Inc., will receive $1.5 million in home awards and will build 8 affordable rental units in Oakland City. White River Landing 3, developed by New Hope Development Services, Inc., will receive $1.44 million in home awards and will build 6 affordable rental units in Petersburg. Home funding can also be used for capacity building activities for community housing development organizations, or CHDOs. CHDOs are IHCDA certified not-for-profit housing organizations that meet certain home regulations and are eligible to receive home funds to use as an operating supplement when carrying out a home-funded development. For more information on the home program, you can visit the IHCDA's website. Tri-state area teenagers will have the opportunity to gain driving knowledge and skills beyond the standard driver's education program during a training event this Saturday. The Rule of the Road event takes place at 10,800 Outer Lincoln Avenue in Newburgh on Saturday, June 29th from 10:15 a.m. through 4 p.m. Central. The training event is provided by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute through funds from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. During the event, teenagers aged 15 through 18 will expand their driving skills and learn from certified emergency vehicle operators. After participating in the program, teens will be equipped with new skills to keep themselves and others safe behind the wheel. The workshop will include the following activities: a controlled braking course, evasive maneuvering course, impaired driving simulator, a seatbelt convincer, blind spot recognition, and proper vehicle maintenance. Teens participating in the program are required to have a valid driver's license or permit and access to a personal vehicle. Registration for the event is free, but space is limited. For more information about the Rule the Road program and to register for the event, you can visit ruletheroadindiana.com. DuBois County Cares and Tri-County YMCA have announced they will soon be holding a Community Youth Day. The event will take place on Saturday, July 13th from 4 until 8 p.m. at the YMCA in Ferdinand. This Community Youth Day is open to ages 14 to 19 and will offer a pickleball tournament, basketball free play, ping pong, air hockey, crafts, cards, and games. Pickleball duos must be registered for the tournament by 5 p.m. to be eligible for the winner's grand prize. Door prizes will be drawn all night, and the first 75 to arrive will be entered into a drawing for free Holiday World tickets. The 1918 Alexander one-room schoolhouse will be open from 9 a.m. to 12 noon every Saturday until October 5th during the Jasper Farmers Market. Visitors can explore what life was like for students and teachers in a one-room schoolhouse in days long past. Educators will be on site to share information and provide insights into the history of Jasper and DuBois County, allowing guests to step back in time. The event is free of charge. Parking is available near the Jasper Public Library, and the schoolhouse is within walking distance of the Jasper Riverwalk and the Jasper City Mill. The Healthy Indiana plan that has provided health insurance to hundreds of thousands of people may be in jeopardy. A federal judge has found fault with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services 2020 approval of parts of the system. The Family and Social Services Administration is still reviewing the ruling. And that's a look at news here on 18 WJTS TV. We will have a check of your weather forecast right after this.